right, good day, or good night, I should say. Currently 9:08 at night, Friday, June 19th. Happy Juneteenth to my people. I'm here in Fullerton, California, picking up a load going to Aurora, Colorado. Not a fan of Colorado, but hey, let's take this load and take our time. Yes, Colorado is that serious. But this is not about Colorado. I'm going to make another video about that. This is about parking. Specifically, parking in Southern California, because I haven't had this problem in Northern California. I could be wrong. But paid parking down here in Southern California, I wrote down a few things that I went through with this paid parking, and I paid $60 because I was supposed to do a 34, but I ended up not getting the 34 in, so I ended up sitting for a whole day. I had delivered yesterday morning, June 18th at like 11:30 in the morning, finished that drop, and they didn't have me picking up until today, June 19th, until 8:45. I was thinking about what I was about to say next without finishing what I was just saying. Because I'm running recaps, and I only had, yesterday when I delivered that load at 11:30, I only had 5 hours left on the clock. And then today I only got like 3 hours and some change left. I only got 3 hours and some change back. So it wasn't really too much that I could have done, because they didn't have short runs coming out of the area I was in. And then it wouldn't have made sense to deadhead me somewhere with the hours I had. So it was like, well, if you sit, basically if I sit till tonight, pick this load up with I got 7 hours and 11 minutes left on my 70 now. But then I get like 10 hours back tomorrow. Sunday I get like 11 hours back. Monday I get another 10. Tuesday I get another 10. So the recaps will start rolling back in. So I was like, okay, I had decent miles for the week. I had bought in like just over 2,900 miles. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I was going to try to shoot to get over 3,000, but fine. I'll wait until tomorrow and grab this load. So I ended up having to find somewhere to park. I found the TA and the Petro and the Flying J that was all in one little city, Oriental, California. And I went to the CA first. And I went to the Petro first, and I was in Oz. Like, oh, God, I got to pay for parking. So I left back out, not thinking TA and Petro was one and the same. So I left the Petro and went to the TA and realized I had to pay for parking over there. Lo and behold, I had to pay for parking. So, like I said, I wrote some things down about like where was that. So it was off of the 10, off of I-10 in Oriental, California. I didn't even look to see what was around it, but until today. Yesterday I just shut down and I stayed in the truck and I showered, I rested, and that was it. But I found out that it was the mall right there. It was quite a few restaurants that was there. Quite a few. I can't even name them all. Western Express. Quite a few. The parking was $30 a night. They actually did charge me $60, but it kind of, I'm gonna explain that in a little more in detail. They charged me $60 to park there because technically only one 24-hour period is worth the $30. So when I was there from 11:30 yesterday, I got there at 11:30 yesterday. June 18th, I got there at 11:30 in the morning. So 11:30 in the morning for today, June 19th, was with that $30 covered. I got my $30 worth with that because you could either make a purchase inside worth $30, a shower and some purchases, spend $30 in the store, $30 or more in the store, $30 or more in the restaurant, the Country Pride restaurant. Fueling over a certain amount of gallons was also avoid your parking fee. So that was something. So yesterday I went in and I spent $30 on merchandise. Got a few things that I wanted, some snacks, a couple of gadgets, things like that. And I spent just $30.33. So I got parking for June 18th to June 19th. But I told the guy, I said, hey, I can't leave out till tomorrow night, like around 7. Does that $30 cover that because it's not a full 48? He said yes. So I only covered the $30.33 in the merchandise that I bought, and I walked out with my ticket that said parking voided by purchases. Cool. I go to leave out tonight. They say, oh, well, we voided out the first 30, but your balance is $30. I said, that's not what he told me. So why is my balance another $30? That means y'all charge me another day. Yes, once you stay over the 24-hour period, we charge you again. But we're going to void it out because being that he didn't explain it to you. But you have to come back inside so we could stamp the ticket again. So I went back inside and I ended up looking. I would get locked out anyway because I had went in that morning to the Country Pride, ate breakfast, and I spent $26. And then I went over to the store part a little later and I bought some popcorn and I got me some Dr. Pepper, and that was just at $4. So I had spent $30 on the dot again. So anyway, if I did have to pay for another day of parking, I had covered it anyway because the purchasing of the meal and the merchandise again on today. So that's how much the parking is, but you can void it out in those type of scenarios. It was security. They had like the little fold down gate, you know, that you got to scan to get in, scan to get out. It was actually armed security inside the store. There was a lot of amenities, a nice sized driver's lounge, a nice sized bathroom for us to go use. The showers, it's just your typical petrol, you know what I'm saying? Washers and dryers. It was your typical petrol, your game room, things like that. The shop was there for service, so if you needed to get service done, the shop was there. It was a nice size shop. I'm not sure how would I explain it. It was a decent size. They had quite a few bays, so it was a nice size shop. Wasn't very noisy for where I parked because it was a nice size parking lot. I want to say just probably like 400 spots in there. So it was a nice size parking lot. And I had parked in the back because I park in the back because I say, well, I'm gonna get my steps in. So if I park in the front, I can get inside easily. But if I park in the back, me walking in, I can get my steps and I can calculate how many steps I'm getting. So I parked in the back away from everybody. So I was out like towards the back. So probably like a 5-minute walk to the front, 5-minute walk back to my truck. And the freeway was behind me, but it wasn't really noisy. Considering I pulled reefer anyway, but the reefer was off. And then in front of me was the train, but considerably that I didn't hear the train. Nah, did not. Once again, you already know it's your boy Ali Tough, and I just want to come here and say, listen, if you thinking about coming to Crete Carrier or one of the companies that are over here with Crete Carrier, Shaffer Trucking, HOLNAK Transportation, use my driver code HOLNAK, and I will get $500 from that. And I got something to tell you about that $500 though. The $500 that I got for somebody else, they split with me and gave me $250. So I'm willing to give you $250 if you use me as a driver referral. But you have to comment down below, let me know that you're using me as a driver referral, as well as any questions you may have. Or you could go and take that email and hit that email and say, hey, bro, I'm using you as a driver referral. Make sure I get my $250 a week after orientation, because I split the $500 with you. I promise you, there's no gimmicks here. I'm not hungry for the money, but I will appreciate the extra money. So if you're going to come over here to Crete Carrier and my videos have been helpful to you, use my driver code HOLNAK. It's your boy Ali Tough. I appreciate it in advance. So the noise was actually pretty decent. So that wasn't terrible. And then, like I said, it's a lot of things nearby if I was willing to drop my trailer in PC, but I didn't even know if I could leave out, honestly, and come back in without having to pay again. Yeah, because you have to scan your paid receipt to get out, so I don't know how that would work, honestly. But yeah, man, it wasn't terrible, but paying the part always gets me. I mean, because paying for standard parking in these truck stops, and we fuel here on the regular, we shower here on the regular, we eat here on the regular, and you charging us the park is crazy. But I give them a pass with the purchasing, voiding, the purchases voiding the parking fee, because I have been to petrols and stuff like that, and they were charging you to park, and you'll say, well, if I purchase a shower, can I get the parking voided? Oh no, that's not the same. If I purchase $25, $30 worth of goods out the store, would that void the parking? No, it's not the same. So I give them that. I do. I give them that with the voiding the parking thing. If you pay for something, it voids your parking fee. So I give them that. But that's Southern California, man. It ain't never easy coming down here. Now I got, like I said, it's about to be 9:30. Getting loaded, and they had me drop my trailer back there and bobtail up here to the front, and they were saying that there's no overnight parking. So now when I leave here, I gotta go find parking, and I'm looking for free parking because I'm not paying another $30 to park, because I'm not in no rush to get this load delivered. It is Friday. It's load that have to be in Colorado until Monday, so I'm just gonna take my time driving tomorrow and Sunday getting there. So I'm gonna grab this and I'm going to shut down immediately. First thing I see that's free. If I gotta pay for it, so fucking be it, but I'm not trying to. Yes. But that's it, man. Let me know if y'all had that experience with parking in California or anywhere for the sake. I mean, I'm pretty sure probably Florida. My home state of New Jersey probably does that, I know for sure. California, maybe some places in Texas. Let me know if y'all have experienced that sort of paid parking, not the paid parking where you get to the petrol, you want to be at the front, so you pay for reserved parking, or you want to pay for prime parking at the Pilot or the Flying J. I'm talking about strictly the whole parking lot. You got to pay. I don't give a damn. All 500 trucks in here. I'm not sure if the petrol in Atlanta is like that. I can't remember. Let me know in the comment section. I think the petrol in Atlanta is like that, but let me know, because I'm willing to listen, and maybe you might know some places down here in Southern Cal where I don't have to pay for parking. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like the video, comment below, share it out. Most of all, subscribe. And if you're thinking about coming over here to Crete Carrier, Shaffer Trucking, or HOLNAK Transportation, and you need any information that I could possibly help you with, let me know. But also, I would greatly appreciate it if you use my driver code, HOLNAK. That's HOLNAK. Comment down below if you have any questions. My email is also down there, so you can email me, ask me any questions, and I get to you with it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in.